Thank you guys for joining me for this video. Let's start with prayer first and foremost. This is going to be a very special message. We're using the old maid cards, okay? But first and foremost, we always give thanks and foremost, first and foremost, to the divine creator of love and light and the creator of all creations. Thank you, Most High of love and light. Thank you for this moment of healing. I pray that the viewers are able to experience peace, joy, and happiness. Allow me to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation free messages that are healing for the minds, bodies, and souls of the viewers who are ready to receive healing. I am your humble servant and will always remain your humble servant. Please use me and guide me. All right, you guys, I'm excited to get this message out. Whenever I use these cards, it's always a fun time. All right, we're going to get through round the messages. We're going to get detailed messages. These cards reveal a lot of information. Mr. Bash, angel number 7, and Boxer. Mr. Chop, angel number 3, and Butcher. So this is a message about stability. This also could be a message about someone um being concerned about their safety. Someone's stability could be on the line here, or someone could be investing into self-defense to protect themselves because their stability can be compromised if they do not know how to protect themselves. They also may someone may need to protect themselves from individuals who do not invest into emotional awareness, emotional self discipline, emotional intelligence. Someone may be learning to protect themselves from individuals who suppress their emotions and negatively express their emotions. So, someone could be investing into self defense. Okay, that's the first message. Only take what resonates. We have Mr. Giles, angel number 5, informer. Behind it is Mrs. Chops, 3, and Shepherd. Now, the Shepherd card wanted to hide itself behind Mr. Giles for some reason. We'll find out why. Supporting cards: Mrs. Trip, 8, and Dancer, and Mr. Chop, 1, and Teacher. Okay. Um, some of you guys can be viewed as teachers. People can be People can learn from you guys. Um, some of you guys deserve promotions. Some of you guys, your leadership skills are very balanced, in which you know how to be able to adapt to changes at your work environment. At the same time, you guys can probably work well with problematic individuals. Some of you guys could be very intelligent and know a large array of topics. Some of you guys can have many interests in a lot of intellectual topics. May have a lot of ways to pass the time. Some of you guys may really love to learn. Lord Toft, angel number -2, and aristocrat in reverse. Supported by Mr. Cheese, 9, angel number 9, milkman. Some of you guys could be experiencing disharmony. Ooh, that had to come out. Child, I've been eating beans. Anyway, some of you guys could be, your status could be changing. Some of you guys may be understanding that there's people that you guys can't trust. Some of you guys could have disharmonious connections with people who have betrayed you guys, especially by trying to defamate your character. Some of you guys could have had people try to defamate your if you're a father figure. You could have had some people try to defamate you as a father, like defamate your character concerning your fatherhood. Whoever tried to defamate your character, if this is connected to fatherhood, you can be defensive towards these people. Okay. Only take what resonates, okay? Um, and if any of this is not your scenario, this is just the energies I'm picking up in the reading. These are the scenarios that's impacting the reading. Mrs. Chalk here, angel number 1, head mistress. Also supported by Mrs. Cook, angel number 4, and chef twice. So some of you guys are very balanced. Some of you guys, your masculine and feminine energy is very balanced. Um, yeah. hmm with head mistress here, some of you guys, your credibility, people trust it. You're, some of you guys are considered very trustworthy. Now this is head mistress is with Mr. Bash here. Some of you guys could have people that mm, could be offended by how much credibility that you have, especially if what you're saying pertains to them. So you could have some people that can be paranoid of things that you're going to say because it could definitely relate to them if what you're talking about is talking about them, especially if things that they've done in the dark is coming to the light. Okay, let's keep going. Remember, I said only take what resonates. Um, these are energies influencing the reading, so we just gonna go with it. We have the rules card here, supported by angel number 8, Dancer, and Mrs. Tripp. Some of you guys could be considered a threat to tradition, especially if some people are rooted in old belief systems they were taught as children that's literally no longer serving them. They may take offense to it if you guys are very talented. If you guys have work skill sets that can attract you guys promotions or pay raises, if they're stuck in their ways, they may like to cause you guys conflict because they could compare themselves to you when it comes to being able to provide provisions for their home. This could be something taking place in your work environment. So you may have, some of you guys may work with some people who may try to treat you as if you're inferior. But what they're revealing to you guys is they were treated inferior when they were younger. And if they haven't forgiven those people who had a superior complex and treated them inferior, well, they're exposing to you guys that it's easy to trigger them if someone tries to make them feel inferior. We have Mrs. Jolly. Angel number 6, full here. And this is with Lord Toft in reverse, supported by Mr. Giles and Lady Toft. Some of you guys, at your work environment, some of you guys could have a group of people who like to talk about your external appearance, and they do this to discredit your work ethic. Especially if you are a free spirit, if these people are disharmonious in nature, if these people are deceptive in nature, if these people have a history of betraying people who do not conform to their social rules, especially if this is in a work environment, some of you guys could have this group of people who has a perverted way of looking at someone who's different, especially if you guys are attractive. Some of you guys could work and be in a work environment where you guys can naturally have a natural beauty to you guys. You know, you may take really good care of yourself. And if these people are bored and if they're not feeding their minds things to elevate their minds long term, they can start to invest into actions and activity that can be a cause for sexual harassment complaints. And if you guys are a free spirit, they could try to justify subjecting you guys to sexual harassment, trying to make it seem as if you're not intelligent and you're simply just a face or a body. Objectification. Some of your guys' work could have objectification. Only take what resonates. And this flipped out sideways. We have Lady Toft here, supported by Mr. Chalk here. So, some of you guys, and only take what resonates. Angel number 2, aristocrat, and Mr. Chalk, angel number 1, and teacher. If you guys, if you guys are, if your feminine energy has been exploited or abused, some of you guys could be wary of expressing your feminine energy. And you can be a masculine and be more into your feminine energy. You know, take what resonates. But some of you guys may be at a crossroads about expressing your feminine energy, especially if your feminine energy has been abused or exploited by someone who has unhealed mother wounds or who's choosing not to heal mother wounds. More than likely, that person's mother figure or mother figure close to them could have experienced abuse or exploitation. Okay, um, with teacher here, I feel like this is a reminder with one here that how you treat yourself is how others will treat you. So I feel like you guys are being asked to explore the depths of your feminine energy, even if it's painful. Someone needed to hear that because some of you guys are very intelligent and some of you guys could be aware of individuals. who can be threatened by intelligent people who have a feminine energy about them. And even if you are masculine, if this resonates, take what applies. But I feel like some of you guys are being asked to explore the depths of your feminine energy, especially if it has been abused or exploited, so that you guys do not hold back on reaching your full potential, especially if you guys are very intelligent. Oh, wow. We have Mrs. Chalk, angel number 3, and Shepherd, with Mr. Chalk showing itself again. One and teacher. Some of you guys are being asked to be the change that is needed, especially if it's in a work environment. If you guys want to, only take what resonates. If you guys choose to stay in a work environment, you know, and if you guys feel this is going to be best for you long term, if the current conditions is not serving you, if it's not allowing you to have advancement that you know you're worthy of receiving, some of you guys are being asked to be the change that is needed. However, if you see yourself investing time and energy into seeing this change and instead it's just you keep getting hit with pushback after pushback. Some of you guys are being asked to take your skill sets where it will be appreciated. Some of you guys are in work environments where the people simply are not going to change. The people could have a hive mentality. They could they could be the type of people who will only support a trend if it's going to provide their basic necessities, but they won't exactly fully support it. They'll act as if they support it and go along with it, but you won't ever actually see any actions contributing to them actually fully supporting it. So it's kind of like some of you guys could be in a work environment in which it's a hive mentality, and they may project onto you that they feel you guys are foolish or unable to be present with reality. But if what you're doing is, let's say, trending on social media or it's a social norm, even if they don't agree with it, if it helps them have their basic needs met, they'll go along with it. But at the same time, they'll still sit there and try to um, put out their belief systems as if it is life or death if they are afraid of not being able to keep up with the changes. So some of you guys could definitely be in work environments in which you guys are harmonious. You guys are you guys are not only teachers, but you guys are also students as well. You guys also could, have a light heart, and you guys can also follow the rules. And there could be people who have been in a place that you guys are currently at who have gotten used to things being done a certain way. And the way that they view things, it's where they will justify like attacking people or going up against people who have a new way of thinking. Like if your way of thinking doesn't make sense to them, they will justify actions to prove that they are in the right. So this can cause drama at your place of work, and this is where um, progress can be halted, if not slowed down. And if progress is halted, and if financial liabilities occur, or if financial setbacks occur, they won't take accountability for certain actions. And if you guys do have leadership styles and abilities that can actually help positively impact your work environment, they'd rather create conflict, chaos, and confusion to stand in the way of you guys having a promotion or a pay raise. I'm picking up on people who, let's say, they can have done things for a certain way for a long time. Let's say you're new and you come to the workplace, and your ideas are innovative, and your ideas actually can get things flowing and going and creating more finances, creating more opportunities, creating more exposure if that's what the company wants. I'm picking up on people who will literally try to sabotage you getting a promotion or a pay raise, and they're willing to compromise the integrity of the company. They're also willing to covertly hide this as well, and they're willing to set the company back, and they're also not willing to take accountability for it. We have Mrs. Chalk and Mr. Jolly here. So only take what resonates, you guys. This message had to come out. I was so excited to put this message out in the beginning, but I feel like this somebody needs this message. I'm not excited to put out this type of message, but someone needs this message. Um, we have the full angel number 6, and Mr. Jolly. We have Mrs. Chalk, angel number 1, and head mistress, supported by Mrs. Tripp, angel number 8, and dancer, and Mr. Chop, angel number 3, and butcher. Oh, that had to come out. So some of you guys, and take what resonates, you guys may have skill sets to truly just be entrepreneurs. Some of you guys can have an entrepreneur mindset. Some of you guys have helped keep your family afloat, friendship groups afloat, a work environment afloat. And with Mr. Jolly here, you guys could have had people downplay it, you know. Um, some of you guys could be feeling a necessary change is needed when it comes to you guys having financial stability. Some of you guys could, you know, could have been around, have could work with people that will are deceptive in nature, disharmonious, social status seeking, external validation seeking, and you guys could, if you, some of you guys could have came at a place, a job or something, or an organization with a light heart, you know, a fresh mind, really wanting to give your best to it. And some of you guys could have people that actually are interested in dating you guys at this job, or they could see themselves. It's like they could see themselves as being like, they could have some of these people could have secret desires to connect with you guys, but with Mr. Jolly showing itself, there some of these people could that have downplayed you guys. They could have made a joke about you in ways in which it could have made it seem as if you're not leadership material. But some of you guys literally could have a light-hearted way of working, and this allows you guys to have consistent progress. Whereas the people who could be treating work like a playground, they could have little to no progress. They can see the amount of work you can push out, the capabilities that you guys have. And it's kind of like they don't want you to actually get a promotion, get a pay raise. And this has to do with them feeling like if this is someone who's romantically interested in you, they may feel that they cannot date someone who makes more money than them. But at the same time, this could be a person that sees you as an ideal equal partner, but you may not feel the same way about them. But because they view you in that manner, they could be trying to sabotage you guys from being able to have um, consistent, steady financial success. So only take what resonates. Um, if you guys work in an environment like this, some of you guys are being asked to like really take account and see what you guys are contributing to the company. Um, some of you guys have made so much progress in the company that if these people who are making a mockery out of the way you do things and the progress is consistent, but they have inconsistent progress, a little to no progress, and they could still be at a company because they've been there for quite a while. The fact that these people are not giving you the proper credit, some of you guys are being underpaid. Some of you guys are working at a work level in which you guys definitely deserve pay raises. Some of you guys have people who they're not going to acknowledge the amount of progress that you have brought to a company. Some of you guys may not even be aware of how much progress you have brought to a company, but they may be aware of it. They may be aware of what you have to offer and things of that nature. Some of you guys could work with people who's willing to blackball you guys from actually getting work if you guys decide to leave because the skill sets that you have, a competitive company would love to work with you guys. Or a different type of company would love to work with you guys. So we'll talk about Mr. Chop here and Mrs. Trip here. Some of you guys may not be aware of it, but if there's people who have been competing with you for financial pay raises or promotions, they see how talented you guys are, and they could have made the work environment feel like a circus. Um, it could have started off by, making a joke out of your lighthearted attitude. Some of you guys just literally have a relaxed work style and you're able to crank out uh, high vibrational work. And you guys could have had some people who see that you guys are worthy and deserving of a promotion. Some of you guys could have recently started a work opportunity. Please only take what resonates. We're also going to get a message from tarot here. I feel led to. And some of you guys could, in the short period of time that you've been there, you guys have been an asset to the company. And the higher uppers could see, and higher uppers could be doing this type of low vibrational actions as well, where they could see that you can take the company where it needs to go if the company is not operating at its highest peak. At the same time, they don't want to lose the lose you as a team member, but the type of immaturity that they have been creating in the work environment, it's either going to cause scandal, or it's either going to attract a loss of finances. Because I picked up on people creating a circus out of being highly competitive. But at the same time, you guys can still have people that are sexually attracted to you guys, trying to compete with you guys, and willing to try to prohibit you guys from getting pay raises or necessary promotions. And they could feel that because they've been in a company longer than you guys, they should deserve promotions. So some of you guys could know about people that's talking about they want a promotion, they want a pay raise, they deserve a promotion, they deserve a pay raise, they've been there longer, but their work ethic is that where it can either cause a scandal or be a liability financially long term, to where there would be inconsistent finances coming in. These are the type of people that could get coerced into hiring people closest to them who do not have good work ethic as well. Okay, so only take what resonates. Let's get one more message from the tarot. Interesting. Yeah, so you know how I started the message off really excited to deliver the message, and then the reality of, you know, working in a company in which you guys are seen as a threat, but you guys are actually benefiting the company long term. Some of you guys could have job hopped quite a while, and it could be because people have seen you guys as a threat whenever you guys go to a place. Some of you guys could have worked for companies that were willing to have you guys burn out, and they would never acknowledge what you guys are capable of. But at the same time, the lazy people who are in popularity contests have gotten promoted and have been tyrants. To end this reading, we have the Five of Cups here, supported by the Justice and the King of Cups. So please only take what resonates. I feel like the energy, I started very excited to deliver the message, and then it's like the reality sunk in of what's going on. So some of you guys could be in that stage where you guys can see, you guys might be noticing patterns that you guys have attracted in your work environment, things that have made it very difficult for you guys to have consistent income. So what's this Five of Cups and the King of Cups talking about? Let me see. And this could be the last message because somebody needs this. Somebody needs this reading. I also feel like some of you guys can have people that do not want you guys to be able to enjoy what you guys are doing. Even if it's not work, it could simply be family stuff. It could be just about anything. Some of you guys, because remember in the reading, I say you guys can have a laid back disposition. I didn't say it like that. I'm paraphrasing. But you guys can have a very youthful minded attitude toward anything you do. That's why you're able to crank out high quality work ethic consistently. Some of you guys could have been attacked, not physically, but emotionally by people who do not have good work ethic, who do not actually finish what they start. And these people could have projected their grief, their angst, their anxiety onto you guys in order to negatively impact the output of progress that you guys are capable of doing. And it's kind of like, you guys, some of you guys could be overachievers. Some of you guys can excel at just about anything that you guys are doing. And some of you guys could have had people emotionally project their personal issues onto you guys in order to disrupt um, you putting out consistent, high quality work. And you guys, and some of you guys are definitely an asset to the company. Some of you guys could be at a place of work or have been at a place of work in which you guys cannot understand why the work environment is that of people who seem to be carrying burdens that they don't know how to emotionally express. But if you guys seem to be natural leaders in your own way, um, some of you guys could have had people emotionally attacking you guys while you guys were working, while you guys were not just working, while you guys were doing things to help benefit a group. So I'm picking up some of you guys could have been emotionally attacked or emotionally projected onto by people who are going through tough emotional times, and they could have viewed you as a threat due to your potential to rise in the ranks. Um, and the whole time you guys were there trying to help these people. So we have the King of Cups here, and we have the Justice. Um, some of you guys are being asked to confront the pain of your father wound. Okay, this is going to be important because when I'm filming this video, we're no longer in the patriarchy system. And toxic feminists have been trying to bring about a toxic matriarchy system due to being ignored, feeling unheard, feeling unseen, and feeling like no one cares about them. They could also be emulating toxic patriarchy bullshit. So this is when I'm filming this video. And this has to do with a lot of father issues, a lot of emotional baggage from father wounds. And a lot of the time, it's very difficult for us to heal mother wounds or father wounds, but it's very difficult to heal father wounds, especially if some of us had a very domineering father. And if a domineering father, only take what resonates, didn't know how to express their emotions, they could have projected their grief, shame, angst, anxiety, guilt, and whatever it was onto the family unit in an aggressive manner instead of, acknowledging that they could have used a bit of mental health, a bit of mental health help. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys could be asked to um, do research on how to heal the father wound. If you guys had a very aggressive father who, instead of getting mental health help, um, for whatever was bothering them, they could have aggressively projected their extreme emotional baggage onto the family, and this could be due to how what they saw their family do. No, we're not making up excuses for that, but this could be due to them being afraid to face their own father wounds. So some of you guys are being asked to get um, do some research on how to heal. Oh, thank you. The father wound, especially if some of you guys do not feel comfortable or safe expressing grief or shame, or because maybe some of your someone in your father womb could have had someone exploit them when they felt emotions of sadness. Okay? Um, Things of that nature. With the justice here, I feel like some of you guys are being like the fact that the light bulb is here. I never noticed that like in this way that I'm noticing now. Some of you guys are. I feel like a message for some of you guys with this Five of Cups and the Justice here is that it is okay to feel emotions of sadness, grief, and shame. If there's someone who's willing to exploit you when you're in an emotional, vulnerable state, that's going to go back to them. If some of you guys have felt that you guys have to hide your emotions, that it makes you vulnerable because someone has taken advantage of you guys. But I feel like you guys are this being asked to, accept that emotions of sadness, grief, shame, guilt. If it's part of your journey, simply accepting it is the first step, because in all those toxic emotions, there's so much intelligence, there's solutions. So I feel like some of you guys, the Five of Cups and Justice here, some of you guys are being asked to be brave to feel the growing pains of acknowledging tough emotions. Because if you guys do not, it's only going to repeat cycles in which there's an imbalance. And the message prior that I just spoke about is work related issues in which people are trying to sabotage people, trying to get a promotion, people trying to sabotage pay raises. Let's close this out with prayer. Most High of love and light, divine creator of light, thank you for this moment of clarity. I ask for the necessary healing that needs to take place to occur. And I ask that the viewers remain encouraged to continue self healing. I ask that this message reaches all those it's meant to reach generationally. Love, peace, and happiness.